Wow, incredible, great news to start your afternoon. Stimulus is coming. Wall Street big executives today say that stimulus should be coming and needs to come right now. Not months from now, not weeks from now, right now. This is incredible, great news. And the deal provisions are heating up. Multiple stimulus checks, push, push, push. Hazard pay back on, baby. Essential workers. As you work during the pandemic, still working during the pandemic, get that hazard pay. $200 a month. Social Security benefits and railroad benefits and SSI, really exciting, great news. Student loan and debt forgiveness, extension of unemployment benefits. Oh my God, it's so exciting. I had to go and just take a breather from all this. So I went to the casino. I was there and I was like, Sir Lloyd, did you see hazard pay is back on? I did. You know, I'm an essential worker. I'm like, no, you're a cow. No, I'm a mover. I'm like, you're a cow. What type of essential work does a cow do? I mow the lawn in the front. In the front of the casino, I mow the lawn. I'm like, no, you just graze all day long. Well, that's valuable. I mean, it's worth more than $12 ice cream. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons at LALATE. It's a great day, and I'm so excited you're here. It's a Tuesday afternoon, and just the entire country is so excited that finally stimulus is front page and front page only. There's nothing else there like, Sir Lloyd's hairdresser's not doing some documentary or something. But I'm so glad for you. It's exciting news about all these incredible stimulus packages, push, 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 and hitting really hard. And major executives on Wall Street this afternoon say, get the stimulus out right away. What are we doing, folks? It's the Captain Obvious. I love it. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do, because today I'm just going all board for you. Yesterday, we added about 1,000 subscribers, one of our biggest hits in a while, so just keep it going. Yesterday was one of the most watched days of this channel since last month. So it was absolutely incredible. Also, like this video. We're on fire and you're on fire. And on this on fire recording that has a little bit of LED light, no real candles involved. We'll be going over the check issue. How much would a stimulus check be? What should you be pushing for? What is the bond market saying today? It's saying a lot. Then, what is Wall Street saying about just stimulus checks? It's saying a lot. What's McDonald's saying about just stimulus check? Have it your way. Tastes so good. The secret sauce. No, that's the other one. Can't get them confused. And then CARES Act 1. Why is the push, push, push so important for CARES Act 1 money? I mean, it's a great day. After 30 minutes from this recording, I will be going into hazard pay. So if you are an essential worker and want to know about hazard pay, tune into Purple 30 minutes from now. Then 30 minutes after that is unemployment benefits. Don't miss that. That's in Being a Mitch. I'll be going over UI and PUA benefits. You need to tune in. I haven't done an in-depth recording of that in a while. And then finally, street and stimulus. Exciting day. It's just so exciting. All right, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here today is that Wall Street believes your stimulus should be coming right away. And this is not just from a few executives. This is the head of McDonald's. Says stimulus needs to be passed right away. Also, the U.S. Treasury believes that stimulus is coming right away. Remember, stimulus is based upon debt, and debt is paid by the U.S. Treasury along bonds. So whenever you see the bond market trading up, that means that bond traders believe your stimulus is coming. So was the bond market trading up today? Oh yeah, just a little bit. U.S. Treasury yields are now, for the 10-year note, are now were flat today, but now they are currently at one of the highest levels in months. The 30-year bond dipped a little bit slightly today. If Monday's move taught us one thing, it's the overwhelming factor that the market cares more right now about progress, says Gregory Farinello, chief trading at Emervet Securities. There's no question Monday was a great day. People deserve a break. Reaction and hope and optimism and brighter days. It was a sense of normalcy in the air. It's just absolutely incredible. The bond market was unchanged slightly on some notes today, but overall it's trading at one of its best levels in months. Then, one of Wall Street's top execs said that stimulus needs to go out right now. This was coming from McDonald's CEO, Chris Kempczynski, hopefully I said that right, says that the U.S. needs stimulus package right now. The head of McDonald's says you need stimulus right now. Can I have that with with a pack of McNuggets on the side? We need a stimulus measure. I think it's very clear, he told Carl Quintanilla Tuesday morning on Squawk Box. Absolutely incredible. The $1,200 stimulus check sent out to Americans in April helped lift sales for McDonald's at the time and restaurants and retailers. And the Paycheck Protection Programs sent funding to 700,000 businesses, including McDonald's franchises, reports CNBC. Kempczynski, the head of McDonald's, says that he hopes that this stimulus package is sent out right away. Boy, this is incredible, great news. Then, what's going on across the board elsewhere in Wall Street? Well, Wall Street is trading out of technology and into retail on the belief that stimulus is coming and on the belief that you're going to be reopening America next year. The market's in a rotation, likely to continue to the end of the year, says Terry Sandven, strategy analyst at Bank Wealth America. Technology, consumer discretionary, and computer services remain our favorite sectors for the long term. So now let's turn to that stimulus check. Wow. I mean, this is just incredible. What's important to understand is that stimulus checks is singularly along with that SSI $200 a month payment, one of the quickest ways to get money in your hands. And that's what the McDonald's had said. You know, when we talk about all these stimulus packages, there's nothing that gets you money faster than a stimulus check because it literally lands in your hand. It comes in your hand. If it's passed by law today, which is not, but if it was passed by law this very moment of this recording, you could get the stimulus check within 10 days. That's the type of relief that the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, that the head of McDonald's, that equity traders and bond traders say that needs to happen. We need the relief to get into your hands right now. Why? You need the money right now. You don't need the money 7 months from now. You need the money right now. And it's important that those routing times are kept intact. 10 days electronically if you're set up for electronic receipt for SSI, Social Security, or benefits. And if you're not electronically set up for anything like the IRS taxes, then about a week additional for paper checks. It's that type of relief you need right now. And the head of McDonald's specifically was talking about things that you've been talking about in the comments of this channel, which is don't wait. I mean, it needs to go out right now. We need a stimulus measure, and I think it's very clear. And he talks about it needs to go out right now. So where would the money come from? And this is absolutely categorically the most important message you should be doing on Twitter. The money can and should come from the manner in which I have been reporting for several months. CARES Act 1 unused PPP loan money from the previous stimulus package that is sitting around unused that needs to be repurposed for stimulus checks. We know, one, it's unused. We know it was from PPP. And we know that it's at SBA. The only thing that we don't know is the exact amount of the money that's sitting there. We've been told there was 330, then we were told there was an additional 500. That's why I've been reporting 800. Maybe it's 700, maybe it's 600, maybe it's 900. We have heard about repurposing this several times. Steve Mnuchin wrote a letter saying repurpose it. It only takes a one-sentence bill to repurpose that money for stimulus, and then IRS sends it out. It's as simple as that. It's so categorically simple. How much money does that account for you as a single stimulus check? Let's do the math. It's generally about $2,000 a stimulus check. Excuse me, a $2,000 stimulus check cost about $300 billion. So $800 billion, if you do the math, 222, is about a $5,000 stimulus check. $800 billion of unused CARES Act money, if that's the amount that's sitting there, is about a $5,000 stimulus check. It's categorically important. Now, that's the first thing, the amount, getting the message to use the money. The next part of the message is why this is such incredible great news for a GOP Senate. They don't want to run up the national debt. They don't want to spend money on things any more than they have to. So they don't want to give bailouts for things that don't need bailouts. Guess what? They want to do the problem solvers bill, and that's $1.5 trillion. How much stimulus checks, how many stimulus checks are in there? There is two $1,200 stimulus checks in the problem solvers bill. That accounts to one stimulus check now and one stimulus check in March. So how does this work? It works the following way. Two stimulus checks of $1,200 is about, what should you say? $500 billion? About $500 billion? Yeah, about that. So the problem solvers bill is $1.5 trillion. Take out the $500 billion of the problem solvers bill, you're at $1 trillion, and use that CARES Act 1 money instead for your stimulus. And suddenly, you have the problem solvers bill exactly where Mitch wants it to be. $1 trillion, and he's using the stimulus money that's unused from CARES Act 1 for your stimulus checks. That's the incredible great news. Now, singularly, the most important question I get on a regular basis since yesterday is, does stimulus checks cancel out something? Or do I get one or the other? The most common question I get is, do I get a stimulus check or that $200 a month additional for SSI or Social Security benefits? Do I get one or the other? The answer is no, you get both. Again, you get both. Always on anything that I discuss in this channel, I will tell you if you can only get one or the other. And there's really only two circumstances in which you can only get one or the other. It's when you have a PPP loan, you can't get an EIDL loan also, or you're on unemployment assistance and you're asking for a loan for your business that you just say you can't work at. It's that sort of obviousness that you can't have the two way, you can't have your cake and eat it too, or you can't have it your way, or whatever fast food chain says that. You can't graze and also mow the lawn at the casino at the same time. So yes, you can get that SSI and the unemployment and the stimulus check at the same time. Next, the question that singularly a lot of people have been asking about is, how does that SSI thing work, and where would it work, and where is it coming from? So this is a part of the proposals from the Biden administration that it earmarks the discussions of Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, during her campaign, detailed this. And since then, Joe Biden has co-signed it. He wants this to go out. And this was part of his campaign message, that Americans need this additional assistance for SSI. It's important to understand that this SSI, as $200 a month, gets it to your hands just as quickly as a stimulus check, because the IRS already knows where you're located and knows the ability to get that money to you right now. That's what's incredible great news. You wouldn't have to do anything about it. It would be additional money. Finally, the Federal Reserve has been talking since last week at the FOMC meeting about what you and I have been talking about, which is in the context of SSI. Rising prices, cost of living adjustment, COLA. Jerome Powell says, I know that's happening, and I'm going to keep it intact, so don't worry. Thank God. So he says, I see that things are going up, and I keep it intact because we don't want stagflation. We don't want the economy to be flat and prices going up. Finally, Wall Street has made it very clear upon Jerome Powell to get stimulus pushing and don't sit back and not use mechanisms. Jerome Powell said on Friday, you know what? I have a lot of instruments and I got a lot of things I can do. Kaminsky, the head of the CEO of McDonald's, says that he expects a lot of things to happen right away, including jobs. The important thing to understand is that there is no job detraction, which was the big fear just a few days ago. Just a few days ago, there was concern about breaking up big tech, which would cause to more unemployment. The great news today is that hazard pay, back on, baby. Follow for more about that in 20 minutes on Purple. FPUC, UI, FPUC to all get extended past the December deadline, coming up in an hour from now on Being a Mitch. And finally, the street believes the stimulus needs to go out right now. This is all categorically incredible, great news. But what's important to understand is that the Biden administration says that you will get stimulus checks, plural, as long as needed, as long as the pandemic is ravaging America. Boy, finally. Now you want him to use the hashtag MSC. I really want Joe to use the hashtag MSC. Joe, can you use the hashtag MSC? Can you say it with a purple tie? Can you put on a purple jacket while you say it? Multiple stimulus checks? Just say it with me, Joe. Multiple stimulus checks. It sounds so good. It just rolls off your tongues. When he said that remark, it mirrored what Harris, your VP-elect, said. $2,000 a month for 6 months until the pandemic improves or unemployment goes down. Another question I've gotten from some viewers in the last 24 hours is, because of the vaccine, does that mean we're not getting stimulus? No. It just means we understand where the horizon is. We understand that this pandemic will not ravage this entire country through July or August. So no, it does not mean it does not mean, oh, there's a nice excuse, I'm not giving you stimulus because now there's a vaccine. No, that's just not happening. And boy, it's just, that's not even wacko land. That's in like crazy wacko land. All right, so let's get to some incredible questions and comments from yesterday's video. And please tune in 30 minutes from now with Hazard Pay. Paula the Baller. That's her name, Paula the Baller. Just to think they had us on hold all this time. Lord have mercy, Paula the Baller. Can't play with Paula the Baller. She's gonna call it like it is. I love it. Thank you for tuning in, Paula the Baller. Michael George, $200 per month for Social Security. That would be awesome if it were to happen. And I remember Michael George's comment. I responded, it's not $200 a month. It's $200 additional per month. Thank you for your comment, Michael. To Anya Fayal, they really need to get those checks moving ASAP. We've waited long enough. I'm behind 2 months on my car. I was never late. Lenny Hernandez. So sad for all the people who've already been evicted going without food. Incredibly frustrating. Seraph Lazuli. Mitch is such a trip. We have a $15 minimum wage if it wasn't there. The stimulus needs to be by executive order. Debbie Applegate. Good evening, LA and Purple Power family. You are such darlings. Well, thank you, Debbie Applegate. Heidi Cahoon. Hazard pay needs to be required by the employer. Wow. This is a viewer who's really tuned into this channel. Tune in for hazard pay 30 minutes from now. You don't want to make it discretionary. You want to make it required. Heidi's been listening. Thank you for tuning in, Heidi. Behing Latada. When are we going to get our stimulus money? Angela Stricken. We need this now, not a month or 2 months from now. That's what the head of McDonald's said. Teresa Sperling. We're all getting excited. This is just get it going. Just get it going. Michael Road as well. If you have questions, comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below, and I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Coming up 30 minutes from now is when I drop the papers again. Coming up in 30 minutes from now is hazard pay. Oh boy, that's exciting on Purple. You gotta tune in for that. And then following that is big details about unemployment. I'm gonna be doing my old unemployment video on that one, on Being a Mitch. Finally, extreme stimulus. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay about life for more.